This is not just another Lakers off-season. It's a moment of reckoning. The dust of another bitter playoff exit hasn't even settled, and already the tremors of change are shaking the very foundations of the Los Angeles Lakers. The question that haunted the front office, the locker room, and every fan sitting silently in the Crypto.com arena as the final buzzer sounded: how did we let this happen, again? And then, in a moment of rare vulnerability, Rob Pelinka, the man known for his stoic, calculated presence, broke character. Standing before the media, his voice, usually calm, was edged with frustration. For the first time in years, the architect of the Lakers' recent successes showed the raw emotion behind the polished facade. He was asked the question everyone was thinking but no one dared to voice so bluntly. Why didn't the Lakers convert Christian Coco or Trey Gonn's two-way contracts? Why did they let their postseason fate rest solely on the brittle shoulders of Jackson Hayes, who averaged just 4.3 points and 3.1 rebounds per game, and Alex Len, who often sat as an unused substitute? The answer came with no excuses. Just an admission. A realization. The frontcourt broke them. It wasn't the lack of effort. It wasn't the brilliance of their opponents. It was a glaring hole in the roster. Head coach J.J. Redick, in his first turbulent year at the helm, was left with no viable options when it mattered most. Jackson Hayes, undersized and outmatched. Alex Len, too slow for the pace of playoff basketball. And the sad irony, Christian Coco, with all his raw defensive talent and promise, remained shackled to a contract technicality, unable to step onto the playoff stage. Pelinka, always known for his patience, this time did not speak of waiting for organic growth. This time, he made a promise. A vow that would ripple through the NBA. This frontcourt weakness will not happen again. Already, he was at work, not quietly, but aggressively, hunting for upgrades, prepared to pay whatever price necessary. But here's the painful truth that keeps even the most powerful GMs awake at night. In today's NBA, big men cost big. And the name most whispered in these trade war rooms? Dalton Knecht. The rookie revelation, the kid with the lethal shooting stroke who posted 13.7 points per game on 38% from three, a prospect the Lakers deeply value, and yet may have to give up to make the dream a reality. It's a gut-wrenching dilemma. Do you cling to the future, or sacrifice it for the now? But Pelinka's vision is clear. This isn't about adding just one piece. It's about a total frontcourt transformation. A strategy built on complementary skills, a shot blocker to intimidate, a lob finisher to energize, and a floor spacer to stretch defenses. The Lakers aren't just plugging holes, they're rebuilding the entire wall. And then, the names. The first, Daniel Gafford of the Mavericks. A warrior in the paint, who last season averaged 11.0 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks per game. His mobility, his rim protection, exactly what the Lakers lacked. Then, Nick Claxton from the Brooklyn Nets. A defensive Swiss Army knife, putting up 11.8 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 2.1 blocks per game. Both men capable of flipping the outcome of a series with their mere presence inside. But just when Lakers fans thought they understood the stakes, the NBA was rocked to its core. A move so unthinkable, so seismic, it changed the conversation entirely. In a shocking trade, the Lakers acquired none other than Luka Dončić. Yes, Luka. The Mavericks prodigy, the magician, the man with a career playoff average of 31.1 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 8.3 assists per game. Suddenly, the Lakers weren't just fixing weaknesses. They had detonated the status quo. The NBA's power dynamics shifted overnight. The Lakers, once on the periphery, were now at the very epicenter of championship contention. But here's the twist that makes this move even more profound. Luka wasn't just traded. He was transformed. After relentless criticism about his conditioning, the early playoff exits, the doubts about his leadership, Luka took all of it personally. Reports now emerge from Lakers practice facilities, Luka, drenched in sweat, staying after hours, working tirelessly, cutting weight, adding muscle, sharpening his defensive footwork. His numbers may have already been historic, But now he is motivated by something far deeper: redemption. And he's embraced LA, the fans, the city, the pressure. He isn't running from the expectations. He's charging into them, head first. But there's one last piece missing in this fast-assembling juggernaut. Even with Luka, LeBron, still defying age with 25.7 points, 8.3 assists, and 7.1 rebounds last season, and the steady rise of Austin Reeves, who quietly put up 15.9 points per game on 49% shooting, the Lakers need a center. Because every championship team has an anchor. Someone to protect the rim, to secure the boards, to intimidate in the paint. And that's why the search has gone beyond Gafford and Claxton. Enter Walker Kessler. At just 23 years old, the Jazz big man has become one of the most coveted trade targets in the league. 2.4 blocks per game. A rebounding machine. A presence in the paint that turns layups into turnovers, confidence into fear. And, under contract for multiple years at an affordable price, a rarity in today's inflated market. So now the Lakers stand at the crossroads. The front office moving with urgency. No longer content with half measures. No longer waiting for things to fall into place. Because with Luka in his prime, with LeBron fighting for one last ring, and with young guns like Reeves hungry to etch their names in the franchise's storied legacy, time is no longer a luxury. It's a pressure cooker. Rob Pelinka's promise is no longer just words at a press conference. It's a manifesto for transformation. Christian Coco, once a mere footnote in the roster, is now a priority. His raw defensive instincts, long wingspan, quick feet, that once languished in G-League anonymity, now draw interest from rival teams eager to steal him away. But Pelinka won't make the same mistake twice. This time, Coco will get his chance. The world is watching. The NBA's balance of power is shifting. And in Los Angeles, a team that just weeks ago was dismissed as a fractured group with an aging superstar, is now a terrifying, ascending force. A dynasty reborn, or a fragile empire one trade away from collapse? The answer is still unwritten. But one thing is certain. The Lakers are all in. And for the fans, the doubters, the rivals, buckle up. Because the purple and gold are no longer playing defense. They are on the attack. This is not just an off-season. This is war. Here's a crucial insight for you. Diving into financial education can significantly elevate your quality of life. In the realm of finance, take the time to explore bonds and stocks, with a special emphasis on real estate investment trusts, REITs. These investments have the potential to generate passive income. Approach this journey with diligence and opt for reputable investment brokerages globally. By doing so, you'll be laying a solid foundation for a more secure and prosperous future.